Sitting seated on your mat, we're going to go into some egg rolls, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale.
Finish my drink, say shall we then? You know I love you, did I ever tell you? You make it better like that. Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say.
Clasping your fingers behind your back, we're going to go into our shoulder stretch. As we do that, we're going to go into our rest position, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale as you go down into that rest position.
All the bad things disappear, and you're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Cause I don't care, long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere, and you're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah.
Coming onto your hands and knees, let's go into our cat stretch. Taking a nice deep inhale, rounding the spine, and exhale to arch the back as you come down.
With all these people all around, I'm crippled with anxiety, but I'm told it's where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kind of crazy cause I really don't mind, and you make it better like that. Don't think we fit.
From there, you want to flex your toes, coming into a bent leg downward dog position, pushing into those shoulders and taking a nice deep exhale, rolling back down onto your hands and knees into that arched back position. And we repeat, exhale, pushing back into that downward dog, inhale, hold, and exhale, back onto your hands and knees.
And you're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Cause I don't care, long as you just hold me near.
Opening your knees nice and wide, pushing back into our rest position or child's pose.
I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take my hand, my dear, place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dead just one more time. Ooh, I see you, see you, see you every time. And oh my, I like your style.
Sitting onto your mat, going into our seated cat stretch, taking a nice deep inhale, rounding the spine, and exhale, pulling into your legs as you arch to come up. Inhale, rounding the spine, and exhale, arching to come up. Inhale, rounding the spine, and exhale, arching to come up. Repeating these for a few sets.
I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. You just beg to see me dead just one more time. Ooh, I see you, see
Pulling
you,
your knees
see
in
you
towards your
every
chest as tight as you can,
time.
giving yourself a lower back stretch.
I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dead just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, whoa. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say,
Pull your right
move
knee
for me,
in
move
towards
for
your
me, move
shoulder
for
and
me,
extend the left leg out
yeah.
onto your mat. The more you pull into the knee, the deeper stretch you'll get in that lower back. Take the leg up and over across your body, reaching your opposite arm out to the side, and hold.
They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, when you're done, I'll make you do it all again, again. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
And we repeat that to the other side.
I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse tag is attached. Red is my black, got the boots that's black to match. Riding on a horse, yeah, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been above that Porsche. Now can nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my blood. Cheated on my baby.
Extending both legs out and arms, let's go into our roll up. Rounding the spine as you come up, reaching up and forward. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slowly rolling down through the spine, pressing each vertebra into the mat as you come down. Inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale, imagine you're reaching up and over a barrel. And exhale, slowly rolling down, pressing each vertebra into the mat. Inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale, reaching up and over, and exhale all the way down. Keep on breathing, continue a few of these roll-ups.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Grabbing onto your toes, keeping your knees nice and bent. Pull into those toes, and when you're ready, stretch the heels forward and try and stretch those hamstrings. If you can't stretch the legs, that's okay. Just keep those knees slightly bent. Take a nice deep exhale as you push the legs forward. As you pull into those toes, try and get your chest as far down towards your legs as possible.
This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to
Inhale, rounding the spine, and exhale, arch back into our cat stretch. And inhale, round. Exhale, arch. Inhale, round. Exhale, arch. Inhale and exhale. Push back into that rest position of child's pose. Stretching those arms forward and rolling back into that cat stretch. We inhale, round, and exhale, push back into that rest position. Inhale, exhale, arch, and push back into that rest position.
Just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. And now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being so.
Holding that rest position, you want to take your arms to the one side, stretching out the oblique. And when you're ready, reaching the arms out to the other side.
I let my
From there, pushing back into your downward dog position, we're going to go into some walks, pushing those heels down into the mat as much as possible, really pushing into those shoulders to get a nice upper back stretch. And from there, we hold our downward dog position. We exhale, roll forward into our plank, and exhale, come back into that downward dog. Inhale, and exhale, roll forward. Inhale, hold, and exhale back, making sure you articulate through the spine as you roll forward, and exhale back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, roll forward, going into our modified chaturanga chest, chin sliding forward, pushing up into our cobra position, and from there, coming back onto our hands and knees, pushing back into rest position. From there, we repeat the movement again, pushing back into our downward dog, seeing if you can push back a little bit further this time. Exhale, rolling forward into our plank position, and exhale, pushing back into that downward dog. Inhale, hold, and exhale, roll forward. Inhale, and exhale back. Inhale, exhale, roll forward. Inhale, hold, and exhale, push back. Inhale, exhale, roll forward into our modified chaturanga, and pushing up into a little bit of a deep cobra stretch. And exhale, release, pushing back into that rest position. Is it wrong for me to not want half? I want all of you. Repeating the movement one last time, pushing back into our downward dog stretch, rolling forward into that plank. And exhale, push back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, roll forward. Inhale, and exhale, push back. Inhale, hold, exhale, roll forward. Inhale, and exhale, push back. Inhale, exhale, hold into our full chaturanga, rolling up into our upward facing dog, flexing the toes, and we push back into that downward dog position. Walking the feet forward slightly, pushing those heels down, and we go into our one-legged downward dog, holding it, and inhale, drawing that knee in towards your chest as you go into your plank. Exhale, push out into that one-legged downward dog, and inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, push out, and inhale to come in. Exhale, push out. Inhale to come in. Exhale, push out. Inhale to come in. Exhale. Bending that leg, bringing your heel to the opposite glute, going into a quad stretch, twisting your body up and over, opening the arm out to the side, into your twisted downward dog position, really pushing those hips up towards the ceiling, taking a nice deep inhale, and exhale, pushing back into that one-legged downward dog, and going into our lunge stretch position. Reaching your arms up to the ceiling, palms pressed together. Inhale, reach up and back into a little bit of a back bend, and we hold. From there, bringing your hands down and pushing into our lizard stretch. So you just want to gently push into that knee, opening the hip, and hold. Every single time I find it harder to breathe, 'cause I need you here with me every day. If you are able to, bring your elbows down onto your mat. It just deepens the stretch into that hip flexor. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, holding it here. Coming up, pushing back into your hamstring stretch, flexing the foot, making sure that you try and straighten the back as much as possible. Again, pushing into that lunge stretch position. The more you push that opposite hip down towards the mat, the more of a stretch you'll get into that hip. Repeating the lunge stretch and hamstring stretch for about a set of 5. Holding that lunge position, you want to bend the back leg, reach the opposite arm up and over, and if you can, grab onto your toes, pulling that heel towards your glute. You should feel a really deep quad stretch here. And we hold for a few seconds. And I need you here with me. And when you're ready, releasing that foot, going back into that plank position and pushing into that downward dog to repeat all of that to the other side. Trouble's gonna follow where I go. And there's a lot of cool chicks, but one of these things is not like the others. Like a rainbow with all of the colors. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. Oh, 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 oh. I'm the only one of me, and baby, that's the fun of me. Promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. I know I tend to make it about me. I know you'll never get just what you see, but I will never bore you, baby. There's a lot of lame guys out there, and when we had a fight out in the rain, you went after me and called my name. Never wanna see you walk away. There's a lot of lame guys out there. One of these things is not like the others. Living in winter, I am your summer. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. Oh, 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 I'm the only one of me, and baby, that's the fun of me. Oh, 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 you're the only one of you, and baby, that's the fun of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. Love you like me. Love you like me. Love you like me. Oh, love you like me. 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 Oh, 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 I'm the only one of me, and baby, that's the fun of me. Oh, 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 you're the only one of you, and baby, that's the fun of you. Promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. I warned myself that I shouldn't play with fire, but I can tell that I'll do it one more time. Don't trust in myself, no good for my health. You mess with my heart, now you're the reason why.
Do you remember when you told me I don't have to worry? He's overseas out on his tour, he'll be okay without me. You said you had nothing to hide, that you left him alone.
Releasing the leg and pushing back into your puppy posture, making sure that the arms are reached and stretched forward as much as possible, sinking into those hips to get a good hip stretch as well as upper back stretch.
Don't trust
When you're ready, we're going to go into threading the needle. When you're ready, come onto all fours and push down into your modified chaturanga, going into your full upward facing dog position. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, release, and bring your one arm out into a 90-degree position. Your head faces away, your opposite hand is out to the side. Reach your leg up and over, and if you can, press those toes onto the floor. So going into a twisted position, going into our shoulder stretch, reaching the opposite arm up to the ceiling if you can, and hold. Repeating that same movement to the other side. Pushing back up into upward facing dog, we release and go into our puppy pose. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale as you hold. Rolling forward into our upward facing dog. Inhale, hold, and exhale, roll back into that puppy pose. From there, pulling your knees in towards your chest, we're going to go into some hip rolls. Pull into both knees and roll the hips round. Release into your lying froggy stretch. Make sure that you push your hands gently into those quads. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale as you hold it here for a few seconds. If you want to, you can reach your arms up and back just to give yourself a little bit of a deeper stretch in that lower back. From there, we release the legs, holding it here, and just taking nice deep inhales and exhales. Rolling up into our boat pose, we're going to hold it here for a few breaths. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through your mouth. Coming into your froggy stretch, holding it there for a few seconds, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. When you're ready, come up Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.
We could leave the Christmas lights up till